What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Let's Play here on FM20 on the beta with Chelsea. We haven't moved forward anymore. We are literally playing the next 2 games of the season after beating Everton in the first episode. There's not a lot to catch you up on, to be honest, so let's get straight into the game. So this is the team that I have selected for this game, and we've kept the same formation, but we're actually going to play a slightly different style. We are going to revert back to my old favourite, the control possession style, and see how that works out against Liverpool. I believe we've only made one change as well to the team that beat Everton, and I'll run through that in just a second. So, Kepa is going to be in goal. Azpilicueta. Actually, do you know what? I think I'm just going to do it now. I think I'm just going to set his nickname, because I kept calling him it in the last episode. If I can actually, here we go. No, not Daviv. Dave. There we go. Chelsea fans will know. So Dave at right back, Emerson at left back, Rudiger at centre half. Zuma comes in instead of Christensen. That's the change that we have made. Jorginho sitting as ever. Kante and Kovacic in the middle of the park. Willian out on the right. Mason Mount out on the left. Going to try that inverted winger in the attacking midfield role. And then Giroud up top. It'll be a tough test, that is for sure. But let's see how we get on. So the game begins then. It's going to be a tough game, that is for sure. No new additions to the Liverpool side that I noticed. And the goal kick is cut out by Robertson. Not the greatest to start. Ball over the top for Salah to get onto. Emerson does well, but only as far as Trent. Again, his cross is blocked. Kovacic all the way to Mane at the back post. And Liverpool have an early lead, 8 minutes in. The first attack of the game. And it results in a goal. Emerson, a poor clearance really. Trent, he tries to pass it inside, but it's blocked by Kovacic. Fortunately, straight back to him. I think that's Zuma in there that misses the header. Mane unmarked at the back stick. And he makes it 1-0. Definitely not an ideal start. We start now with a Liverpool goal kick. Adrian goes all the way out to Trent, who's hugging that byline. Long ball over the top. Firmino gets on the end of it. Mane is in behind, and Mane makes it 2-0. Jesus, 16 minutes in. And we are giving up without a fight here. Long ball over the top by Van Dijk that Firmino gets onto. Mane gets in behind Dave. And Mane just slots it in the corner. 2 for Mane, 2 for Liverpool. And we are in deep, deep trouble early on in this game. Mount free kick. He whips it in. Williams at the far post, but it's headed away. And Kante just gets on the end of it. But his poor pass is cut out by Henderson. And Liverpool can counter once again. It's that man Mane. Cuts inside. Trent at the far stick. Shoots. Kepa saves. And I think the rebound hits the post. Can we launch a counter of our own? Mason Mount down this left-hand side. He's only got one option in the area. He gets all the way to the byline but loses out to Salah. Liverpool corner. Salah to whip it in. Firmino unmarked to the back post. And it's 3-0. We are sinking without trace in this game. The marking in this game so far has been poor. The amount of times they've had a free man at the far stick is atrocious. 3-0 to Liverpool. Salah launches one towards Mane and Dave will clear, but only as far as Robertson. Hopefully it's not 4 before half time. Robertson cuts back to Wijnaldum. Back to Robertson. Floats one in. Zuma heads away. Milner. And it is... it's in the net. It's 4-0. What is going on? How can we go from being so good against Everton to being awful against Liverpool? Milner heads it. That is a bullet header. Kepa cannot keep it out. Pushes it up onto the bar and in. I have no idea what to do. Mount with a free kick. Zuma at the far post. And he heads in. We got an equal... Well, I was about to say an equaliser. We are far from an equaliser. Consolation, that's what I've said. Goals galore in this first half. Great free kick by Mount. Zuma gets the better of his man and heads in. Well, saving face a little bit, but we've still got a long way to go in this game as it ticks over into half time. We start the second half. Yeah, it's going to be an almighty comeback, or it's going to have to be an almighty comeback for us to save any sort of face in this game. Milner, long ball over the top again to Mane, gets free of Dave at the far stick, tries to cut it in, but Zuma clears only as far as Joe Gomez. Virgil goes all the way back to Adrian. His clearance well met by Dave, and now we can counter. Willian running at Gomez. He's got options in the middle now, gets by his man, cuts back. Kante, oh, what a glorious opportunity for Kante. He had to bury that. free, unmarked, tries to wrong foot the keeper, and just he's choked. Robertson floats one in, Kepa easy collect. We've made a sub. One of the youngsters has come on who performed quite well in pre-season. Willian has gone off. At this point, I feel like we haven't really got anything to lose, so why not give the kids a chance? As Emerson launches one upfield, looking for Giroud. Dave's got to win that against Mane, but we recollect the ball, and here's the youngster Rankin. Could have played that down the line. Now Dave's out of position. Mane cuts inside. Salah at the far post. He hits the post, and a great save on the rebound from Kepa. Manages to force it over the bar, but danger not away yet. Salah whips in the corner. Zuma heads it back his own goal. Heads it across his own goal, sorry. Firmino's effort saved. Another youngster on as Liverpool press forward again. Rudiger with a header. Mount. Rudiger away. Van Dijk's header. Trent, and he gets the ball back. Cross to Gomez now. Rudiger collects a lot of long balls. I don't know whether that's just an FM beta thing or not, but Mane is in behind here. It's a good save this time by Kepa. Completely different halves. 5 goals scored in the first half and nothing in the second half as of yet. Salah whips a corner in and Angerin clears away, and I think that'll be the end of the highlight. There we go, the final whistle. Game has done and it finishes 4-1. No goals in that second half, but we got completely ruined in that first half. And if we're going to compete with the likes of Liverpool in the league, then we are going to seriously need to improve. But hopefully we can bounce back in the next game. We do have Watford. I believe we're at home, are we? No, we are away. But even so, Watford should be a little bit easier than Liverpool. So I'll meet you for that in just a second. Right, very quick turnaround. Just a few days later and it is game day against Watford. I've actually named an unchanged side, but we've switched back to the Gegenpress system. So let's see how we get on. It is an unchanged side. A quick run through because I didn't do it before the game. Kepa in goal, Dave, Rudiger, Zuma, Emerson at the back, Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic in midfield, Willian and Mount in behind Giroud. Just looking at this Watford side, no new faces that I can see. Again, opting for a fairly defensive formation. Say to the boys, I expect to see much better performances tonight. Willian about to make his 200th Chelsea appearance. Very good. But yeah, I think, well, going back to the system that we've been playing all summer, as well as playing slightly easier opposition, no offence to Watford, should stand us in good stead for this game. We'll see how we get on. Dave does well to win the ball back. Long ball out, searching for Mount, but it's cut out. And the ball goes all the way back to Foster. Rudiger should have got there first, really, but he pressures Decore back into the pass. Watford retaining possession well. Good ball through to Pereira, and that's going to be 1-0. The angle that Kepa was just caught in no man's land, really. Just didn't know whether to come or go, and that gave a good angle for Pereira. You can see Messina and Decore, one touch out of his feet, a lovely ball between the centre halves. Pereira, it was never really any doubt. And all my trash talking of Watford is coming back to haunt me. It's 1-0 to the home side. Not the best episode so far, has to be said. I didn't expect to get battered as badly as we did against Liverpool, and I certainly didn't expect to be losing to Watford. David the throw-in. Last chance at the half, you would think. Jorginho forced it all back to Rudiger. Kovacic, Kante now. Giroud, lovely ball out towards Emerson. Can he hit a long ranger? Decides to switch it. Good ball over to Dave. We need to get a ball in the box. Willian, Dave gets it in. Giroud, what a finish that is. Power beyond belief. There was no way that Ben Foster was going to stop that. Good assist by Dave. Let's see it in 3 dimensions. Azpilicueta with all the space on this right hand side. Willian gives it him back. A lovely floated ball, and look at that header. Bullet header. Not quite James Milner from the edge of the area, but even so, there was no way that Foster was stopping that. And maybe rightly we get an equaliser, but very little to see in the first half. I'm going to say to the boys, we need to be doing much better. Okay, we made our first sub. Christensen has come on for Kante. Actually going to operate Christensen in the midfield, and Pereira's in, and his shot, well, I don't know what happened there, but it was easy for Kepa to collect. Yeah, Kante not having the best of games, so Christensen's on. And I'm just about to make a sub, but Emerson is absolutely shattered, so we're going to have to bring on Marcus Alonso, who's not fully fit, but can give us a half, maybe. And now Azpilicueta on the other side is absolutely shattered, so Tomori's come on at the right back position. We start with the throw-in. Alonso gets by Will Hughes. Can we win this one late on? Tomori is there. Can he hit one? He does! Tomori! Our fullbacks love a long ranger. His first appearance for Chelsea under me. And he may have just won this game with an absolute screamer. What is it with fullbacks and long shots? Great ball by Jorginho. Tomori just outside the area. Arrows one into the far corner. Very little Ben Foster could do about that. And Tomori may have just sealed the win for us. We've come from behind. We're into stoppage time now. And there we go. The full-time whistle goes. What a turnaround. What a performance. What a response to the hammering by Liverpool. Well, boys, well done indeed. 2 wins out of 2 in the league. You love to see it. A number of teams on 6 points. A few teams yet to play their second game. I'm very much enjoying this at the moment. Well, maybe not the drubbing from Liverpool, who actually got beat by United just in there. Barkley, the former man, getting on the score sheet. A completely mixed episode, but the board and really I was never fussed about the Super Cup. So to get the win in the league is vastly important. In terms of when we will be back, we've done 2 episodes quite close together, so I might leave the next one for a little while. Maybe come back in October time, maybe Sheffield United and Arsenal, maybe something. I don't know how much I'll focus on the Champions League, depends what sort of group we get. But yeah, probably around October is when we'll come back. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. I noticed after the first episode was released, we got quite a few views and a few new subscribers to the channel, so I want to thank you for that. Continue to show your support. It's absolutely fantastic, and I will see you for episode 3 very soon. Cheers.